Ask Me Anything episode 200. We did it. 200 episodes. I want to thank each and every one that has ever participated in one of these live sessions. Now, faith or life will have it that this is also the first live session that I'm doing after posting my video, The End, in which I talk about the fact that I found out after talking to my surgeon that I have reached the end of the road as it pertains to my surgeries concerning my jaw. And I just want to start off this session by giving a massive thank you to each and every one of you who has taken time out of your day to write me something positive, write me something supportive. Um, all the comments on my last video were absolutely and truly heartwarming, and I just want to say thank you for that. But let's not dwell on that. Let's get it going. Ask me anything. We're here now. I'm fired up. I've got about 35 minutes before I have my next client call. So I am ecstatic to be talking to my community once more. I already see Dre, I see Elizabeth, I see Shannon Martinez, the regulars. Welcome and good morning to you, Shannon. Um, let's get this going right off the bat. Ask me anything that you guys want me to talk about, want to know, tell me your problems. What's up, Dilja? I've also been considering this idea to actually, hey, Elena, to have people ask me questions in my Discord and then me answering the questions when I go live. So that way, people that are also not catching me live get to ask me questions in my Discord. And then I can just write down those questions and answer them here when I do go live. For those who have not joined the Discord yet, just going to give you guys that link real quick in the chat box right here. That is the Discord link. So for those who are unaware what that is, that's like a chat server, a private chat server just for me and my community, my tribe, my Viking tribe, um, where you can talk to anyone within the community on that server 24/7. So go click that link if you want to join. Sandwich, how you doing? I I'm feeling really good actually. I've tried to immediately move on from the news that I've gotten. Um and I'm just focusing on the positive, and a big positive in my life right now is that after 2 months of not being allowed to train upper body, I am back in the gym training chest, training back, training biceps, training shoulders, training triceps, and it's incredible how those little things, like how we always need to lose something before we can actually see its value. And I'm more hungry and more driven and more ambitious than ever. Every time I step into the gym now, I'm just like grateful because I'm no longer taking it for granted. I'm understanding now that an injury can just, completely stop all of that from one day to the other. And every rep that I'm doing now, every set, I'm just like, thank you for allowing me to do this. So definitely have gained a lot of perspective in that regard once more. Freer than ever. Hi, Lorenz, off topic, but what do you think about the OK Cupid study saying that most women rate 85% as unattractive and only 15% of men as attractive? Do you think do you think this is what most women think? Um, I can imagine that the OK Cupid study, for those who don't know, OK Cupid is a dating app, dating website. I can imagine that they have performed that study with people using those apps. Now, I think those type of apps, including Tinder, including Bumble, they heavily favor people that have decent facial aesthetics. It's literally, to call that app superficial would not be doing it justice. You're literally making a split second decision whether or not you want to get to know someone based off of a profile picture of their face. So and I know that there's like a little bio beneath it talking about what people like to eat and what they like to do, but nobody reads that shit. You're looking at the face and you go hot or not. So them performing that study with undoubtedly their clientele, I can imagine that the people using dating apps feel that way. Yes. Now, are they in any way, shape, or form the representative of people in general? Hell no. There's hundreds and millions, if not, no, there's billions of people who have never touched a dating app. So I don't think that is quite correct. Chris, when is the OnlyFans coming out? Man, I wouldn't know what to put on my OnlyFans. Like, I would just dance around in like Calvin Klein underwear, put some baby oil on. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think I would have. I don't think anyone is waiting for that. And like, I'm already showing my nipples in most of my gym videos. Well, especially in summertime when I'm wearing tank tops. So, I'm not sure how that would benefit me. Pilja, I think for women, a photo is just not enough to decide if they like someone. We need whole personalities. We cannot like the photo at all and still be smitten on a date. Bilia, I hate to disagree with you, but I really, really, really disagree with this notion that women are less superficial than men, or that somehow women are more in touch with like their feelings and stuff in terms of like who they want their partner to be. I have a lot of female friends, a lot, and I talk with them a lot, and we get real and honest. And girls are just as superficial as guys, and I feel like this is kind of the same train of thought that is in that direction of thinking, where it's like like I remember people saying only men can enjoy casual sex. Like men just like to stick their dick in and they can do it. Like women, they're not like that. Women need a connection. Women need like to feel like there's something more at play in order for them to open up and have sex. And it's like bullshit. Women are horny motherfuckers just like men. Women love dick. That the person attached to that dick does not necessarily have to be a wise person or a smart or a nice or even a gentle or a romantic person. Like hell no. I have seen my douchebag friends get laid far too often for me to still believe that. And mind you, not hiding their douchebagness. And even just women will tell you that. Like women will tell you that. Like I don't really, I don't care about a guy and how he is. If he's hot and I'm in the mood and I'm single, why not? So um and by the way, like we can take that even further, like even in terms of cheating. I think women even cheat more than men. Like a lot of statistics have shown that women tend to cheat more than men. So I feel like there's a lot of like typical like ancient stereotypes when it comes to that. I can't decide if I like someone based only on a photo. Well, but that's you. You see, like I believe you for sure. But I know for a fact that there's also a lot of women that are just like, he's hot. I want to fuck him. Let's go. The same way there's a lot of guys like that. The same way there's also a lot of guys that are not like that. Like they do exist, and actually, I would say it's like it's the majority of men. There are so many dudes out there who are not superficial. There's so many dudes out there who would not even have a one night stand. Like they're not even comfortable with that. Um, it's just like I feel like 90% of women are all trying to get the same like 20% of men, and it's the same with men. 90% of men are running behind the same 20% of women. So we are constantly our experiences are constantly derived from our interactions with people that have an abundance of options. And that's what we form our beliefs of the other sex on. So, like, men are dealing with women that have a bunch of options. naturally these women are often going to be a little bit, like, how do I say, high maintenance. They might be a little bit arrogant and a little bit like, they might not make an effort because they have 10 U's waiting, for their shot. Because they're like, why would I, like they feel spoiled. And it's the same with men. Like, women want to lock down the best men, the most handsome men with good finances and all these and good and a good brain. But these men are like, I don't want to, I don't want to settle down because I got all these options all the time. So why would I, so but then so we're not speaking about that huge majority of people that we're never in contact with because we don't deem them attractive enough. Because human beings are inherently extremely superficial people. That's just the way it is. That's like one of the most obvious things I think about mankind. I did not say men are not in touch with their feelings, but then again, I'm older, so it's different for us over 45. Absolutely, Bilya. Like, I when you get that's the thing. Like, young people, meaning anything under, like, 30, let's say. I think you're young until 30 at least. We haven't really come to grips with the reality of aging yet. We're just like, aging, no, like it's never gonna happen. By the way, guys, hit the thumbs up if you like these lives. 3 thumbs is embarrassingly low. All right, there's 13 people in here, so hit that thumb. Doesn't cost you a penny. So, like, what was I saying? I got annoyed by the low thumb number, and then I lost my train of thought. I was saying men, women, right? Age. So aging. So, like, we haven't come to grips. Like, when you're young, it's like you're still trying to fight off the aging, and it's really important. It's a big deal. And I think then you just hit the certain point where you obviously age, like, more and more and more and more quicker, and then by the time you're 35, it's like, hey man, wrinkles and all this stuff and everything being a little bit more loose is just a fact of life. And I think it's not until then that we're able to become less superficial. But obviously, I'm not talking about the people who are 35 and up because I can imagine that they are much less superficial. I'm talking about the younger generation. Hello, Ulugdek. I'm at work. Haircut looks good. Well, this is the non haircut. This is the I just showered and didn't do anything haircut. But thank you, man. I'm glad for once you approve. I got your Swedish stamp of approval. I appreciate that, man. Fucking no offense. Do you have a partner in your life that lives harmony with you and loves you? I'm single. I'm single, so I don't have a partner. Um, and please don't think I would take offense to that question. There's nothing wrong with that question at all. How have you been feeling since your last video? I mean, I guess I did what I always do. Anytime I'm faced with bad news, anytime I'm faced with, like, life giving me an uppercut, I tend to just automatically respond in the most positive manner available to me. So obviously, I was really sad that day. And then the next day, yesterday, I just basically woke up and I just got to work. I coached my clients. I went to the gym. I went for an awesome hike with my dad. We went to have dinner in a restaurant, and my dad was super happy, and that made me happy. And then I had a really nice evening, and today I'm having a great day as well. I'm just like, I don't want to dwell on it, honestly. The video that I made called The End, the video that by now everyone has seen, I never even rewatched it, meaning that um, I literally sat down, pressed record, I just went off, and I stopped recording, and I uploaded the video. I didn't double check it. I don't want to watch that. I don't. Apparently it was a good video. People are telling me it was very real and very honest and sincere. I mean, of course, because I just, like, wasn't edited or rehearsed, obviously, but I just, then when it comes to those things, I think that's one of my, one of the tactics I've always used whenever I'm faced with bad news. I just go. I just go. I don't want to get stuck dwelling on it, man. So I hope that answers your question. Do you agree on the notion that making friends is harder in certain countries or cultures over others? Absolutely, absolutely. So like I'm a guy. I'm extremely social. I can make friends anywhere. When I went to LA, I was unable to make friends. It just my value in the LA society was not high enough for people to want to be my friend. So, for example, that's a great example. Like, I'm someone like I can make friends anywhere, but there I couldn't. I couldn't. People just didn't think I was valuable to have as a friend. Yeah, and for example, my culture, Belgian culture. If you come here not being Belgian, you're gonna have a hard time. My people are very closed off, quite antisocial, quite rigid, frigid even. I think I just wanted to say frigid, not rigid. Um, and cold and closed off. But then like once you're in, but it takes a long time to get in. I think it's the same in Scandinavia. My time spent there as well in Scandinavia. Swedish people, man, they don't trust you. They're nice, but they don't let you in until you finally get in like a year later, and then you get to the early no doubt. But it's definitely different in different cultures. By the way, guys, I'm still taking on new clients for my coaching services, for my mentorship services. So if you're interested in that, if you need somebody to help you with turning your life around, overcoming a depression, a breakup, if you just want to change your entire life, your career, your geographical location, I can help you with that. This is my email, lorenz.dries at gmail.com. That is me. So send me an email if you want to work with me. I don't want to expose myself telling what I do for a living, but I work with long term projects. Some of them are complex. I have a few of them where I think they've been okay, but I have to keep on working with them. It's pretty fucking frustrating not getting it done. I don't think that's a question, right? You're just venting. Setbacks at work can be pretty taxing, just like setbacks in life in general. Absolutely, man. I agree. Rog. Hey, man, I have to visit Belgium for uni. We're going to Bruges, and uni wants us to learn Flemish. Well, Dutch. Flemish is not a language, but I got you. Will French English be okay? Yeah, man, English is fine, and then English is fine for Belgian, and then if you speak French on top of that, you'll be even better. Um, it's funny how everybody wants to go to Bruges, man. Like I fucking Bruges. Nobody here goes to Bruges, but I know it's this medieval city and it's beautiful. Yada yada yada. Um, Antwerp, Antwerp. That is more of a I would say typical Belgian like that's I would say that's the capital, the real capital of Flemish Belgium. Brussels is really its own thing. It's entirely its own thing. Brussels is it's not my thing necessarily, but it's just its own thing. It's not my people, meaning Flemish people. We don't relate with Brussels. We go there, we feel like we're in a different country. It's a whole different culture. People speak French there. Yeah, and it just has a bunch of expats, European Union. You said a big thing there. Valuable as a friend. People must value you to want you as a friend. That's a great video idea. Maybe you can talk about it. Oh man, maybe. Um, I don't really do that many like produce videos anymore though. I don't know. I prefer this live talking to people. And then I don't have to edit and it's just straightforward and I find that the best content often comes spontaneous. And by me talking to you guys, I just get to hear in real time what you guys want me to talk about. So yeah. Christostomos Nari Jane. Anyone watching the Canadian truckers, the truth is coming out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard about it because I remember somebody bringing it up like a few weeks ago. I was like, what are you talking about? I had no idea. But obviously now I'm up to date. So yeah, Canada, it's interesting what's going down there for sure. It's good that people are standing up for what they believe in and expressing their right of freedom of speech. I think that's good. Guys, go check out my man Lorenz coaching service. Shout out to Spencer. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Finally made it one of these. James Hussendorf. I've been waiting on you, motherfucker. Not really. I didn't know you were waiting to be on, but I'm just excited that you were trying to get on, and now you're here. So I'm gonna um, put some extra sauce on my advice for you, and whatever you want me to talk about. Let me catch up. CA, what's up, buddy? Shout out to CA, one of the Viking members. Respect for how you think in the news. Sorry to bring it up, but now that you've accepted the unfortunate outcome, is there anything you're going to do differently? Um, the biggest thing, Carl, is that now I don't really have a reason to really stay in Belgium anymore. Not that I'm not going to stay. I'm just saying like that was always a big thing. Like I got more surgeries coming, so yeah, I feel more free and liberated in a sense. It's still sinking in, but I feel like I can just you know do more of what I want. Either way, this summer I'm gonna be traveling a lot. I'm gonna be living the hell out of my life and enjoy, man. 2 years I've been stuck in this COVID bullshit. It's time to live. I'm turning 34 and then I'm hitting my prime. James Husenthoff, how do you accept differences? I had to shave my head due to male pattern baldness. I have a huge birthmark on my head and having a hard time accepting. Worried about my career where looks matter. Do I try and cover it up or accept it? All right, James, I'm going to first start by giving you a very practical advice. If the baldness thing is really like a issue that is detrimental to your mental health, I've got good news for you. Hair transplants are better than ever. So go on Instagram and Google hair of Istanbul, right? They're the super legit company in Turkey that does affordable, mind you, it's still going to be costing a few thousand euros, but they do high quality, affordable hair transplants. Go check out their pictures and their work. It's incredible, dude. Like being bald as a man no longer has to like stop you. Like it doesn't. It's something that we can fix now. So if you're really talking about like I can't live without hair, look into that. Understand it's a process. Understand you're going to have to suffer a little bit, but a friend of mine just did it and you can do it. Now, that being said, there's one question you have to ask yourself. Would you want hair because of your surroundings, because of your career, because of the people around you, or because of what James wants, because of what you want? That is the question at hand here. Like you have to answer that first. Really figure that one out. Because if you're doing it for someone else, don't do it. Don't do it. Only do it if you're doing it for you. All right. In terms of the birthmark on your head, honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you what people tell me. Like no one really notices or cares. Like they'll register the birthmark, but it's not like it's there. We often, me included, highlight our own intersections to ourselves. And like, for example, I did that video, like I said, talking about, like the end. And I had this like drop of coffee dangling on the bottom of my chin the whole video. So when I watched the video after I uploaded, I was like, fuck, I can't believe this shit. This is so embarrassing. I got this coffee drool dangling there. So I made like a comment about it on the video and said like, this is so ironic, typical case and point. And then a bunch of people told me like, "Hey, I didn't even notice it until you brought it up." That's a great example. So answer that question first. If people didn't value Lorenz in Los Angeles as a friend, then what hope do the rest of us average people have? I mean, dude, if it wasn't so much about my personality as it was about my lack of like obvious financial resources. I had a bike. That was my means of transportation in LA. Anytime I would tell people I didn't have a car, they would look at me like, holy fucking shit, I'm talking to a homeless person. So that was like, I never had a chance. They were looking at me like, I can't believe this shit. Um, but LA is like, we're talking about the most superficial place on planet Earth. So I don't think it's correct to really use that as a good example, to be honest with you. I feel like LA is the place where all the people like, every single like you have all these villages in the world, all these like small town communities, and like the hottest girl, the hottest guy, the ones that are just like gods in their local community, they go to LA, because their whole life they've been told how special they are, how talented they are, how beautiful they are. And then they get to LA and it's like, holy shit, everybody here is just as hot as me. I feel like it's a congregation of people that were worshipped in their small towns and then they go to LA to have their bubble bursted and end up doing porn. I'm kidding. The last part is only applies to a few people. In context to your last video, I just want to say that please remember that despite your very visible flaw, you're not crossing a line, don't worry. You have a warm and charming personality. Thank you. Amazing physique. Agreed. Nice hair. Not amazing, just nice? I'm kidding. And no, I'm not hitting on you. You sure about that? I'm getting hitting vibes here. I am a young person going through some health issues of my own, so I think I somewhat understand the struggle. Thank you, Sandwich. I really appreciate that. You are obviously a very kind, warm-hearted person. So I'll please let that light shine. We need more people like you, and I really appreciate it. And I agree. And I don't want to. I hope I didn't put myself too much in the victim bracket in that last video because I do feel and know and realize that I let my personality shine. I've talked about that 1,000 times. I've made so many videos about that, like outshining your physical shell. And I do that. And I'm aware, like, I had a very outgoing personality, but I also use it as a weapon to up my value for sure. It's there, but you still have to nurture it and you still have to feed it, like you have to give energy to it, to be animated, to be on, to be willing to give the best of you in social settings, and I do that. It's annoying. I'd rather accept myself for who I am. I would if I wasn't worried about my career. But James, like, can you can you give me like a hint of what you do? Because I can't imagine a career where it would be an issue for you to be bald. Like, unless we're talking about you being a literal model. But if like if you're a model, or are you a hair model? I don't see how that. Can you talk about the type of career it is without saying exactly what it is? That'll help me in my ability to give you some decent advice. Guys, if you like these live sessions, hit the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if you want to donate money to the channel, aka moi, if you like me putting my energy into these lives for 200 episodes in a row, then consider clicking on the dollar sign below the chat box. It is called Super Chat. It allows you to send over $1. Any amount will do, like even if it's 5 cents, literally, and to support the channel. Also, when you do that, I have a theory that it bumps up my videos in the algorithm because YouTube is like, this motherfucker makes money. Like obviously, like 30% of it goes to YouTube, and then I reach more people. So all around, I would appreciate it. Crystal Alice, hey Lorenz, looking good today. Thank you so much. I'm actually gonna get my hair cut on Saturday because now it's a little bit out of model. What is the most likely location you will end up this year? I'm talking about moving. Hmm. Dude, honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you. I am more and more thinking and considering about just buying a house in Belgium. And when I say a house, I mean a small house, not not something big, but so I have a place here that I own. And then just like doing a lot of trips and traveling. Like, I think is I'm starting to kind of accept, I guess, or wake up to the fact that it's unlikely that I'm gonna move somewhere and start over completely. Like, I love being in the world, but you can do that by traveling. I think that my base is gonna be here in Belgium, to be honest with you. But let's see what happens. Like this year, I'm open to anything. I'm gonna travel a lot either way, and you never know. Thank you so much, Anya, for your super generous donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa, Shannon Martinez, you are an absolute wow. Jesus, god damn. We love you. I love you, Shannon. Man, thank you so much. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. Thank you so much for your incredibly generous donation. I can't express how grateful I am for that. I really, 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 uh, everybody in here should thank Shannon because it's literally people like her that keep me, motivated, and it makes sense, at least financially, also to me, for me to do these lives and to sit here and give you my best. Like, if it wasn't for people like her, at some point I would be like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm not getting a return out of this. But she is, you are the real MVP, Shannon Martinez. Thank you so much. If I could, I would give you the biggest bear hug and smother you with love. Um, Hello, B. It's been a while since I've been on this channel. For some reason, I was unsubscribed, unbeknownst to me. What the fuck, YouTube? Hell yeah, what the fuck, YouTube? That's some bullshit. You wouldn't believe how often I hear people telling me that I haven't showed up in their feed for like years. So I don't get it. They're subscribed to me, and then for some reason, like, YouTube doesn't think it's a good idea to show them when I'm posting a new video. Guys, please make sure that you click on the bell button if you're subscribed to me. Like, activate the bell button so you get a notification when I upload. YouTube is on some weird shit, and I'm not gonna go on a whole shadow banning conspiracy theory here, but their algorithm is all types of fucked. And a lot of people are just not even getting the content even when they want to. So that's really, I'm glad that you found me, B. Thank you. My height and face are unchangeable. There's so many genetically gifted hot guys out there. It's like my existence doesn't even matter. But dude, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm gonna tell you what I said in the other video. I'm gonna just keep it shorter. Like, you just need to understand that out of 4 billion women, all you need is one. So who cares how many, like, what your competition is? Who cares how many hot guys are out there? All you need to do is find one girl that connects to your soul, that sees you for you and the personality that you have, and voila, happiness and sex and relationship and kids shall ensue. It's such a simple concept, but I just can't seem to get it through people's head. People just seem to feel like, in order for me to be successful, I need options. I need a bunch of people. I need to have sex with a bunch of people. I need to have a bunch of relationships. No, you need one person, one Nate, one in a billion, one out of 4 billion. If you're a guy, or if you're a lesbian, or bisexual. Oh fuck, man, I'm not gonna go down that road. I just want to say thank you again to Shannon Martinez. Thank you so much. I just realized I hadn't seen a video from you and came to your channel. So glad I caught you live. Yeah, B, make sure to click on that bell button. Like, you're not the first person to tell me this. This really angers me, man. Like, come on. The least that YouTube can do is tell people when I'm doing something, like when they're subscribed to me. Crazy. But thank you once again for bringing that to the light. James Husentoff. Are you even German? Because I don't know why I keep saying your name in a German accent. I think I am overthinking this. I work as a consultant. It's important to bring in new clients, but in the end, showing them you do good work is the most important thing. Dude, I'm so happy you told me that. So, context for those who are not following, James was saying that he's worried about going bald because it might be detrimental to his career. So, if I have to pick, the guy that I'm going to sign my contract with, the guy that's going to represent me, or that's going to tell me which car or which service is best for me, or if I'm a company, I'm looking for the best consultant, like freelance chemist or freelance engineer. The last fucking thing that I'm worried about is that person's hairline or hair in general. You are absolutely 100% definitely overthinking and projecting. Nobody cares, man. If you are good at your job, you could be green with fucking purple, horns growing out your head. You will get hired. People don't care. They care about the job that you do, and they care about the money that you're making them or saving them. All right. So that's why I said, unless you're a literal catwalk model, it's not gonna affect your career at all. So I'm happy that I'm really happy that you caught me today, so I could actually tell you this. You know. Oh no, I already gotta go in 10 minutes. That sucks. I wish I would have started sooner. I got a client in 10 minutes. Fuck. Well, I'm happy that I got a client, but I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. Do you enjoy reading books? Yes. I was watching this video and suddenly felt smoke. My chicken is burned to a crisp. I'll take that as a compliment, Delia. Take blind layers. Take lawyers, for example. They exist. Good point. What do you think of online dating? If it works for you, go for it. If it works for you. For me, it doesn't work, but I know plenty of people that have found really good matches through that. So it's not a one size fits all, but I don't have a problem with it. B, you look amazing with your haircut. I love it. It really works for you as well as your long hair. I notice that you're speaking differently. You're speaking perfectly. Because I'm trying harder. It's all about nothing has changed aesthetic functional wise, but I'm just trying harder. I am forming the vowels with my tongue in the back of my mouth, and that's why I'm speaking better. If I'm trying to deploy or employ my lips, it's a different story. So I'm just working around it, trying to see how good I can speak. And you telling me that I speak perfect makes my day because it tells me that whatever I'm doing is working. I saw some videos that I have to rewatch. I see you had a surgery and it affected the way that you speak. You sound amazing and I'm so happy for you. Well, it's not that I don't think I speak better. On the contrary, I'm just readjusting the way that I'm making my phonetics to adapt to the situation. But B, can I just say once again how happy I am that you found me, refound me? I'm really glad. I hope to see more of you. By the way, B, I have a Discord in case I didn't tell you yet. So that link right there, you can join my Discord server and chat with me in the community anytime. Once again, I just want to highlight the incredible generous donation by Shannon Martinez. And I know you might be thinking, like, you've already thanked her 10 times, but I don't care. Like, she literally sent over $50 through Super Chat. And that is so incredibly generous. And I just cannot, like, stress enough how big of a deal that is to me. Anyone else that wants to send over $1, it doesn't have to be $50 at all. It can literally be 5 cents, like I said. It's not a competition. If you want to help and support the channel, then you can click on the dollar sign below the chat box and send over whatever you feel like. Guys, I got 7 more minutes. Let's keep this thing rolling, man. Ask me what you want me to talk about. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I'll be talking to one of my Danish clients real soon. Really cool guy. Honestly, I'm lucky. I haven't had shitty clients yet to this point. How is the gym going? Good. So much better, man. Yesterday I trained chest pain free for the first time in 6 months that I didn't have pain training chest. So that was amazing. Today I trained back pain free. Um, Never could have imagined, even at this stage of my process in life, that I could feel so grateful just being able to go to the gym pain free. So yeah, it's going good. I'm very excited to see the level that I can bring this summer. I'm gonna definitely try to get in the best shape of my life. It's gonna be great. Boom. Belgium silverback is rising again, rising from the ashes like a goddamn ginger phoenix. Absolutely, man. Exactly. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's weird. Like I got this crazy bad news on Monday. Well, bad news. I don't know, man. I got this crazy news basically, and in a way, like I guess maybe it's the comments, maybe it's the people, reminding me, offering me perspective, but I feel good. I feel really blessed and happy that I got, you guys listening to me and enjoying my content. We're not gonna stop. We gotta keep on going. See what Charles Darwin talked about. That only the strong survive. Milo, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for that beautiful message you sent me. I appreciate that. I'm sad to tell you that I'm close on the way out. I got about 4 minutes left. So give me um give me your question, man. I would love to give you something before you go. Get big and ripped. Good haircut always helps your mental state. Agreed. There's many things, many factors that we can't control in life. Like facial aesthetics is like there's no exercise for the face. Now somebody's gonna come in and talk about meowing or mowing. What's that called? That weird thing where you can alter your jawline by beating yourself up. I'm not with all that crazy nonsense. Um, but so I was saying you can't really like, you know, the face is the face, but your body, hey man, you can get a great body by deploying discipline and routine and exercise and willpower. So don't forget that. Like, there's no excuse for you to be out of shape. You look refreshed with your new look. Thank you, man. Thank you. People like this look, huh? Yeah. I'm going back to Johnny Bravo real soon, though. I like that. I like the Johnny Bravo look. I like it. I like to stand out a little bit. The Wild Hunt. How you doing, man? How you doing? All right, guys. 2 minutes left before I gotta wrap it up. Give me some questions. Anything that is on your mind. And once again, I'm gonna say thank you to the incredible Shannon Martinez. I appreciate you so much. Life is like a roller coaster, roller coaster, like a Ronan Keaton song. Do you think family is more important than friends? Yeah, probably, yeah. Because family usually is unconditionally. How has your experience been with the medical community? Do you think that understanding and kind doctors are hard to find? Yeah, because like really good surgeons, the ones that have to cut you open and save your life, usually are not that good at communicating and talking and caring about one's feelings. I always tell people you should compare those type of surgeons to Formula One pilots, to fighter jet pilots, to astronauts. Like they're doing some crazy shit and they're under immense pressure. So in order for you to willingly want to go in that line of work, like you need to be a little bit of a psychopath, meaning that they can't care so much about our feelings and emotions because if they would, it would hinder their ability to do a great job. So I understand that, and that's why I'm okay with it. But please don't look for empathy with your surgeons because you're not going to find it. And that's a good thing because if they're cutting you open and they're starting to think about you and your emotions and, oh, this is a good boy, and what if this and what if that, and that pressure starts building and they're starting making mistakes, you don't want that. You want a Patrick Bateman, American Psycho, cold ass motherfucker to be the one cutting you open. Like that's the ones you want. The ones that do it for sports, the ones that do it for prestige. Those are the best surgeons. Are you from Germany? No, man. Why you think I look German? I'm from Belgium. Belgium, stand up. Big D's, Belgium. A lot of my friends have come and gone in my life. Very sad. That's life. Man, same for me, buddy. It's the way she goes, as Ray from Trailer Park Boys would say. All right, guys, I have to go in about 30 seconds. I have a video call meeting with one of my clients from Denmark. If you are watching these lives, watching these videos, and you would like to hire me to do video calls like these in private twice a week, you can do that. Send me an email at lorenz.dries at gmail.com. I'm typing it now in the chat box right here and we can start working together and talk about whatever needs to be talked about. And I will give you very practical plans to improve your situation. Anyone going bald, look at a before and after picture of Elon Musk. Albeit he's a billionaire, you can get a hair transplant. Good point. I hope you get better. Thank you to Wild Hunt. Thank you guys so much for being part of this amazing session. Thank you once again To Shannon Martinez, I love you, literally. Thank you again also to Anya, all kinds of everything, for also donating. Really appreciate you guys. I'm out. I'll be back soon. Life is beautiful and never give up. That's all. Peace.